Did you know that while in development, the first Call of Duty went under the code name of Medal of Honor Killer, which, as a 90s child, this hurts me a bit because it actually became true. Childhood ruined. Kind of. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some pretty incredible facts about the franchise that we all love. And by the end of it, if I tell you something that you didn't know before, then you have to promise me that you'll hit that thumbs up button and subscribe with notifications on in return. Or just do that anyways. Please. Like seriously, I have a dog to feed. She mad cute. Fact number 1. Call of Duty is the third highest grossing video game franchise of all time, beat out only by the Mario franchise and obviously the Pokemon franchise. Over its life, it has brought in $31 billion in revenue. And to put that into perspective, Activision Blizzard, which is Call of Duty's parent company, has a net worth of roughly $60 billion. And one step further than that, they only brought in $7 billion in revenue in 2022. A lot of that can probably be attested to Warzone's success. Fact number 2, the top 3 Call of Duty games sold in their lifetime are Modern Warfare 2019 with 30 million copies, Modern Warfare 3, one of my personal favorites with 30 million copies, and Black Ops 1, one of my all-time favorites with 31 million copies. You think that with all of the memories that we have with Modern Warfare 2 in 2009 that this would be on the list, but it's not. I don't really know how. But this is kind of crazy to think about considering that Modern Warfare 19 is a 4-year-old game while Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 3 are 12 plus years old. But you also do have to factor in the blatantly obvious fact that Call of Duty games only have like a 1-year shelf life, except for the new one apparently, but it's still crazy nonetheless. It should also be mentioned that while the exact numbers aren't there, Modern Warfare 2, like the 2022 Modern Warfare 2, crossed $1 billion in sales in the first 2 weeks after launch. We can do some quick math to find that if, say, about 20% of people got the Prestige Edition at 100 USD, while the other 80% of people got the normal version at 70 USD, that's a total of about 13 million copies sold in just 2 weeks. So it's safe to say that Modern Warfare 2 may be taking one of the top spots on the list in the future. Fact number 3, Call of Duty Ghosts, the worst Call of Duty of all time hands down, sold over 29 million copies somehow. Like seriously, I don't know how. Fact number 4, COD Mobile has brought in over $1 billion in revenue since release, which is kind of crazy to think about since it's a mobile game. But on the other hand, you do have a pretty ease of access to microtransactions on the mobile game, so that makes a bit more sense. It's no wonder that COD Mobile has some crazy weapon skins, animations, and a super detailed UI and gunsmith with an insane amount of more information that we'll probably never ever get in Warzone or Modern Warfare 2 for that matter. Feels bad, man. Fact number 5, we all know the story behind Black Ops Cold War. It was developed entirely during COVID and was pooped out in under a year, yet was somehow still fairly successful. And Treyarch did a pretty damn good job with it over the course of a year. But did you know that it was initially set to be a Sledgehammer game? During production, Sledgehammer was shifted to other projects within Activision, and Treyarch took over development and eventually launched the game alongside Raven Software as their co-developer. This is probably since Raven was the lead developer of Warzone 1 at the time, and they really needed a smooth transition to bring in all of the guns and everything from Black Ops Cold War into Verdansk 84. And when I say seamless transition, it was not whatsoever. It is kind of a bummer when you think about it though, because Sledgehammer has been responsible for some of the most insanely good Call of Duties like Modern Warfare 3, Advanced Warfare, and World War II, which was a good Call of Duty. I don't care what you say. Number 6, Call of Duty's fictional weapons are based on weapons technology that is being researched IRL. This means that the world's military could in the future see some crazy loadouts like the Volk from Infinite Warfare, the Banshee from Infinite Warfare, or maybe even the M1 from Infinite Warfare. I don't know why I chose Infinite Warfare for all of these examples, but I did. Moving on. Fact number 7, Call of Duty Ghosts fucking sucked. Number 8, according to a 2019 article, nearly 2,000 years of Call of Duty is played every single day. That's 17.5 million hours of COD per day. And if we add that up over the course of a year, that's 6.4 billion hours of Call of Duty. 6.4 billion. Assuming my math is correct anyways, which despite having a degree in a math subject, it's probably wrong, but we're gonna roll with it. Basically, it's a lot of fucking Call of Duty. Number 9, and this is probably one of my favorite facts on this list. There was almost a Call of Duty trading card game created by Upper Deck Entertainment in 2008. Unfortunately, the game was scrapped, but it would have been pretty interesting to see the direction they could have taken that. I imagine down the line, it probably would have turned into something like Hearthstone did, but based on Call of Duty or real world events or something somehow, which in my opinion would be pretty cool if they could have pulled it off. I also wonder what the value of some of those old cards would have been compared to like Pokemon cards or even like sports cards or something that you would see today. Number 10, a study conducted by Current Biology indicated that Call of Duty players' brains work faster than non-Call of Duty players. 18 to 25-year-olds reaction time was significantly faster than a non-COD player's reaction time. So essentially, if you're a non-COD player, you do have a massive skill issue. I wonder how this compares to other games like League of Legends or even another competitive shooter like CSGO or Valorant, but basically video game players are better than everyone else. Well, we knew that. Number 11, there were some Call of Duties that were never developed, and these were either partially developed and dropped for other projects or just never saw the light of day because they just didn't like the idea. Some examples of this are COD Tactics, which would have been a top-down strategy game, COD Devil's Brigade, a World War II era third-person shooter. I really want that. COD Combined Forces, which would have been a sequel to The Finest Hour, and we definitely missed out on this one. And finally, Call of Duty Vietnam, which Sledgehammer dropped when joining Infinity Ward for Modern Warfare 3, thank God, trading an old game for a Modern War game, and for the right reasons. I thank them every day for bringing back quickscoping after Black Ops 1. And finally, the last fact on this list, number 12, Call of Duty Ghost, fuck